Well, hello guys. Just a short video of this one. I'm not actually going to do any work as such. Just had a couple of questions about the Bernie's V8 series that we race in, kind of what are the class regs, what's the structure, how it all kind of works. So obviously both cars are eligible. Bernie's V8s, it's a series set up by Bernie, Simeon and Adam Kodosh. My dad actually, it's Bernie created it, I think it was V8 Rolling Thunder or something many moons ago, and my dad actually raced the old MG. I've got a photo in it. I haven't got a photo of that one in the garage. It's kind of like, I don't know, how can we go on? I'll turn it around. It was like that one, but on steroids. The last one that we had. So big filter sticking out the bonnet and everything else. I'll stick a photograph of it in. That'll work, won't it? So photograph coming here about now. But yeah, so sadly that series didn't last all that long for whatever reason, not sure why, but a couple of years ago Bernie set another one up, which is Bernie's V8s and Historic Outlaws. We've kind of followed it since its inception pretty much. Always a big fan of racing V8s. It's the best noise you can get in it, and the good thing with Bernie's V8 is his rules, because really his rules consist of what is it? No sequential gearboxes, no slick tyres, no get big silly aero wings and stuff, and most importantly, no whinges. So we race, we have fun. It's no points, not a championship. It's just for fun on the day, prize on the day, bragging rights in the pub later on, and that's it. So it's going to be into its third year of Bernie running the series on his own in 2024 this year, and basically it's separated into sort of 5 classes. So you've got the TVR Tuscan class, which, although mine's a TVR, it's not a Tuscan, it's a Griffith. So the TVR Tuscan class is for the old school TVR Tuscan Challenge series. So any TVR Tuscan Challenge car, irrespective of what engine it's got, runs in that class. Then we have British V8s, which is both my cars are eligible for, which is basically any British production built car with a V8 in. So it's predominantly the TVR Griffith, TVR Chimera, MGB V8. There's a few other bits of British Rover powered things in as well. So that's the class that I race in. Then it's on to the other one that caters for British stuff is the Historic Outlaws. So there's a couple of guys, Rob Hollyman being notable one in his Porsche 911. Then there's Matt and Martin Ellis in their Sunbeam Lotus, which is unbelievably quick. So it's kind of a Historic Outlaws, so it kind of caters for anything which is in the spirit of the regs, but maybe he's not a V8, or maybe he's not, it doesn't kind of fit anywhere else, can go in that class. So that's the ones that cater for non-American stuff. And then we've got 2 classes, which is modified and highly modified, which are specifically for American V8 stuff. That can be, your anything American. So it's a lot of Chevys, a lot of big Mustang, Ford Mustangs, things like that. Corvettes and all, any kind of amount of American muscle, which is awesome. They've got stupid power. That I can't keep up with them down the streets, most of them. And it's basically split into how modified they are. Not 100% sure what the regs are, but I think the modified class is wet sump basically, and the highly modified is dry sump. Maybe wrong on that, don't quote me on that, but that's kind of how the Bernie's series is broken down. So the class I'm in, let's say British V8s, there's normally about 5 or 6 of us in the class as a minimum, mainly TVR and MGB, so it's kind of a TVR versus MG. So TVR's winning the battle at the moment, but Mr. Samuels with his LS powered MGB, it's once he gets that thing to handle, there's going to be a real bit of competition for us. And then there's the full race MGBs, which to be fair, as quick, if not quicker than mine in a straight line by virtue of having a roof, much more aerodynamic. But we've probably got the legs on them slightly in the handling stakes, so and bigger brakes and things. So yeah, it's really good racing. It's really good fun, and because there's no championship, you're not worried about just doing a couple of meetings so people can come out anytime, and you're not spoiling someone's full season and things like that. So it's good. I will put some highlights of from my kind of season in at various points of this video and stuff like that to show the various things and some photos, probably mainly courtesy of Mike Holden, MPH Photography, because he's the series photographer and does some absolutely fantastic photos. Check him out. I'll put a link to his Facebook page in the description and things. But yeah, so that's kind of in a nutshell what Bernie's V8s is all about. But it's good racing, fantastic banter in the paddock. Everyone's friends, everyone's friendly, everyone gets on, everyone helps each other out. There's always hospitality put on for drivers and their friends and family and entourage, if you like. So it's great. So if ever you know, I'll put the calendar here. I'll put it kind of on now. But yeah, so that's the calendar. As you can see, it starts in April. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but it'll just been on the screen. So Silverstone, but you've got the dates there. Please come down. You know, everyone's more than welcome. Please come and say hello. You know, American Speed Fest is a fantastic meeting. The Alton Park Auto Show, I haven't been able to do that because it kind of falls on the band's birthday weekend usually, but brilliant weekend from what I see and hear. You know, all the cars line up on the grid, and it's kind of an old-fashioned Le Mans style start. It's all about having fun and kind of racing as it used to be, when everyone did it for fun and it didn't, you know, as my dad used to say, points make prats. If there's no points included, there's in theory no prats, but you know, but yeah, and that's coming from a multi-championship winner. You always used to say points make prats, but it's let's say good fun racing, really enjoyable, and it's just a nice atmosphere. So please do definitely come down. I'll put a link in the description down there somewhere of all of the information, so that the Facebook page, the website, anything else that I can think of, all the links will be down there in the description. But yeah, so that's it. This video, I know I'm just kind of talking about it and things, but it's yeah, I can't think of anywhere that I would rather race, to be honest with you. Just for the people, the atmosphere when you're there. If, let's say, everyone helps each other. When the diff mount failed on the TVR at the last meeting at Alton Park, you know, the amount of people who were trying to offer solutions, sadly we couldn't get anything on the day, but the amount of people who were kind of going above and beyond, really. And I'm a competitor, you know, there's people who could have quite easily, like, oh, mint happy days, I've got a nice easy victory today, but they didn't want that. They wanted to beat me on the track, if you like, and it was just brilliant. I mean, Matt Smith, he had engine problems in qualifying. He was quite happy, if the diff brackets had been the same, for me to take the diff brackets off his race car to put onto my car, so that I would have gotten a race eve, because he couldn't. And how many places do you get that, really? Not many that I've been around over the years. So yeah, it's a fantastic series. Definitely worth a shout. Please come down. But it's a brilliant series, very family orientated. Everyone brings their kids. Rebecca comes along when she can, when she's with me and stuff, and loves it as well. So, but yeah, let's say it was just because I've had a few comments on asking what the series is all about and the rules and things. So I'll put a little bit more about the rules in scripted if I can. I'm not sure how to, but obviously more details is on the website and things like that. But I've kind of gone through it in a nutshell. Let's say it's all treaded tyres, so you have free option of which tyre you use, so long as it's not a full racing slick, and that's across all the classes as well. But it just makes for really good, fun, fair racing. You know, cars with more power than grip, no driver aids, and it's all really good fun. But yeah, definitely come and check us out, guys. Let's say first race meeting is April sometime, I believe. Fingers crossed, we will be there. I'm trying to do as many as I can this year. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. Thank you for watching this one. Like, share, mainly subscribe. Click the button down here somewhere. Definitely subscribe, and see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.